Let's now tell you that the People's Democratic Party says it would write the Independent National Electoral Commission to demand fresh elections to replace its 27 members in the Rivers State House of Assembly who defected to the All Progressives Congress. The reasons adduced for the defection, according to the letters written to the Speaker, Martin Amwawule, and read on the floor of the House, was predicated on the division in the party as regards the tussle for the position of the National Secretary of the PDP, which had made communication channels difficult. Reacting to the defection of the lawmakers, the PDP National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba, revealed that the party would explore all options to reclaim its seats in the State House of Assembly. Ologunagba said that by defecting from the PDP, the seats of the respective 27 lawmakers had become vacant by virtue of the provision of Section 109, subsection 1G of the 1999 Constitution as amended. And now, Ritchard Aduche Wokocha, Associate Professor of Public Law, Rivers State University, joins me to talk more on this. It's nice to have you around. Thank you so much for joining us on the news.
Great pleasure. And good afternoon, Nigerians.
So in the light of the Constitution's provisions on defection, does the PDP have a legal case in this matter saying that it would declare the seats of these 27 lawmakers vacant for having defected to the All Progressives Congress?
Yes, there is a clear legal situation, but that situation does not call for the PDP to declare the positions vacant. The responsibility for declaring that position vacant lies on the members of the House who are still legitimate members of the House. It's for one of them to table the fact of the defection before any of them that will be presiding in a plenary, and for the one presiding to declare those positions vacant. That is the provision of Section 109G2. So, 109G2, yes. So, it's not for the party to declare. It's for the House of Assembly to declare. And the legitimate members of the House who are still in the House are the ones to take that action. Thereafter, the party and members of the Speaker of the House or acting Speaker of the House can call on INEC to take steps to conduct election into those positions.
Well, what we see playing out in Rivers State is the issue of a power tussle between the former governor, who is now the Federal Capital Territory Minister, Nyesom Wike, and the sitting governor, Siminalayi Fubara. Now, with the issue of this power tussle and what you just said now, that it is the State House Assembly that can move a motion for the declaration of these seats vacant. Now, what do you think will play out between what the PDP is hoping to achieve and what the State House of Assembly might eventually do, looking at the fact that there is a majority on the part now of the APC?
There was a majority until yesterday. There is a very little number of members left in the House as we speak today. By operation of the law, it says a member shall vacate his seat when any of the events listed in A to G happens. And this is one of them. Automatically, in defecting to another party, they have lost their legal capacity to sit as members of the House. It's just for the members who are left to make that pronunciation, to sit and make that pronunciation. These ones are no longer legitimate members of the House. They are no longer persons elected on the party of a ticket that sponsored them to the House. Their legitimacy ended with their declaration. It is for the members who are still legitimate to take the necessary action.
So for the members who
they are no longer members of the House.
Okay, so for those who have the legitimacy to take that legal action, if they do not do that, and of course the State House Assembly also does not accede or agree with the remnant of the PDP members within the fold to also write to INEC, Are there other options that you think these members of PDP can take? Because they said that they are going to explore all options. So are there other options that they can take to declare these seats vacant that you feel it could help them have INEC conduct fresh elections to occupy those seats?
What needs to be done to compel INEC to take the action is to conform with the Constitution. And that is for legitimate members to take the step that needs to be taken. Thereafter, they will communicate it to INEC. Taking any other step is wasting time. For instance, going to the court to ask the court to declare the positions vacant, it is not the responsibility of the court. The Constitution has spelled out what has to be done. That is what you have to do. So doing any other thing is going outside what the Constitution says.
All right, finally, before I let you go, what do you think now would be the potential consequences of this sort of defection for Rivers State politics, the cross-carpeting? What do you think it would mean for Rivers State, for its people and its political landscape?
First, the constituencies that voted those people into position have lost their representation until there is another election that gives them opportunity to elect new representatives. That is the situation now. As for the political brouhaha that has been on in the state, legally speaking, I think it is reduced now. Parties will settle down in the respective parties into which they have moved. But I think the party that the 27 members are loyal to has lost the assembly. They are no longer in the assembly.
All right, Ritchard, Aduche, Wokocha, thank you so much for your contribution.
It's a pleasure.